How many people thought when the Thunder traded for Paul George 1 year ago that Sam Presti in Oklahoma City was crazy for bringing in Paul George for 1 year? He had the ability to be a free agent this summer. He was an L.A. native, at least Palmdale. The Lakers obviously had space and were courting him. And he had told the Pacers publicly, I want to become a Laker, so you might as well trade me now and get something for me. And Sam Presti pulled off the deal, trading away two good young players, Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis. We did not know Oladipo would become what he did this past season in Indiana. But he was a good player, drafted very high, top 3 pick. And the Thunder traded them away, and people said, what are you doing for 1 year, a 1-year rental? You're bringing in Paul George for 1 year, and he's going to leave you anyway. And when he leaves you, that means Kevin Durant would have left you. You would have traded away James Harden. Paul George would have left you. And you guys are just making mistakes after mistakes. Everyone thought that around the NBA. Paul George ain't staying in Oklahoma City. So you're bringing him in for a 1-year rental in a Western Conference that's stacked with the Warriors at their apex? You idiots. And like a great 80s rom-com, the Thunder believed in themselves when nobody else did. Think of Paul George like Molly Ringwald. Everybody around said, you'll never get her. You're the nerd. She wants to go out with the hot guy. You're not popular. She'll never talk to you. And what the Thunder did was they insisted, just give us a date. All we need is a date. If we get the first date, we can close this. She'll go to the prom with me. And everybody said, you're crazy. You guys have nothing that he would want. It's a small market. It's Oklahoma. Paul George is an L.A. guy. You have nothing that he wants. And they said, just give us a date. And lo and behold, man, by the time that it came around, by the time Paul George had a decision to make in the open market, he didn't even meet with the Lakers. And he had to have known that LeBron was going there. Because you can't tell me LeBron didn't decide to go to the Lakers and make the phone calls to Paul George, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Kawhi. Hey, man, I'm heading there. What are you doing? So Paul George knew LeBron was going to go and still decided to stay. What does that say? It says a couple of things. Number one, it says that there is still an integrity in the NBA with free agency where players are not just going for the biggest buck, the easiest cash, or the glamour destination. What Paul George said was the Thunder did everything right. They had all of the things he wanted. Let me read these to you because this is significant. They checked all of the boxes where I needed those boxes to be checked. Out of the front office, out of a medical group, out of teammates, out of a coaching staff. Honestly, they can't do anything more than that. They checked the boxes on what need to be checked. Front office, medical staff, teammates, coaching staff. Paul George is a man of integrity. Paul George, that says a lot about Paul George. Now, Paul George financially left so much money on the table by not hitting free agency this year, saying no to the Indiana Pacers last year. But apparently it's not just about the money for Paul George. Got to respect that.